What's going on, South Gardens family? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hope everybody doing well, man. If you coming in, man, drop a comment in the chat. Leave a comment in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know how y'all feeling today. Let me know how y'all Friday going, man. Friday, the day is wrapping up, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow, which is the Sabbath, which I'm gonna get some rest. So like we got somebody in. If you coming in, drop a comment in the chat. These bugs something else. Look, what we gonna talk about today? Look, my wife, she in here with me. She in the house cooking and doing some stuff. But if help never comes, will the mission still get done? Will you still do what needs to be done? Will you still fulfill the mission? Even if the help that you thought you was gonna get, that you expected, even if that never comes, will the mission still get done? You see what I'm saying? Will you still go forward and press forward and do what needs to be done? What's going on, y'all? Y'all come in, drop a comment in the chat. Let me know where y'all tuning in from. Let me know how y'all Friday going so far. It's a beautiful day, man. I tell you that. Tell you that much. Beautiful day tonight. Wait, what's going on, fam? Absolutely. Discipline is greater than my motivation. What's going on, fam? Yes, man. Your discipline, your habits. A lot of times, man, excuse me. A lot of times, man, we get so caught up on, just the sense of, man, people supposed to be doing this, people supposed to be doing that, helping or whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? But if help never comes, are you gonna sink or swim? What you gonna do? Are you gonna, what I'm saying, figure out how to do it by yourself? Are you going to learn to become a one-man team? Because one thing I realized is this, right? When you start taking action and taking strides forward, look like we got more people coming in. Y'all drop a comment if y'all coming in. When you start moving, you see what I'm saying? When you start making traction, that's usually when people want to join. Usually in the beginning, man, you gotta put in that elbow grease. Usually in the beginning, you have to, you know what I mean, go ahead and start the work and start working toward whatever it is that you see or whatever it is that you're doing. And let's speak specifically to homesteading. If you never get a single person to come out and help you clear your land, build your land up, cut the grass, whatever, tend to the animals, if nobody ever comes and helps you on your homestead, will your homestead, will the mission still get done? Or will you just, you know what I'm saying, continue to wait and not get nothing done? I never expect the help, so when it does show, I'm not disappointed, but it does. But if it does, I'm grateful. And for those who didn't help me build it, and tell them bye. Man, for real. And see, that's the thing. We have to adjust our expectations. We have to adjust our expectations because of the simple fact of when you don't expect, certain things from people, then you won't be disappointed. If you didn't expect it. But see, this is the thing. When you don't expect it and when you just grind it out anyways and put your head down and just go forward and work and do what you got to do, when the help does come, you appreciate it that much more. So you're able to have so much more gratitude because you weren't entitled to this. You didn't expect this. You just said whether they come or whether they don't come, I'm still gonna do it. So I want to ask you, if the help never shows up, like say for instance, and I kind of hate to use this analogy, but like, let's just say like, let's say you wash ashore on, a deserted island or something like that. You see what I'm saying? It's a plane crash or a boat crash, something like that. And you wash up on the shore of an island. Is you gonna just wait every day for help to come? Or are you gonna start going out and finding food and foraging and building shelter and establishing a life for yourself right then and there instead of waiting for somebody to come save you? And putting all your eggs in that basket. Ray says, how's it like having your own homestead? Great question. It's amazing. It's freedom, but it's also a sense of empowerment as well, having your own homestead. It's a sense of empowerment because you know that, hey, first off, you got the space to grow your own food, and you know, just really to do whatever you want to do with it. But you know, you always uh have it in the back of your mind, like, hey, you know, if I don't got nothing else, I got land. You know, I got animals. I'm able to uh just see things reproduce. I'm able to just see the circle of life. So it's empowering. Outside of the freedom aspect and not being, you know, uh in the city where everybody is living on top of one another, or you know, your neighbor right here and they can look over and see everything you're doing. I ain't got that. I ain't got to worry about that. You know, so it's a sense of freedom as well, that, you know, it's just you know, looking at the Most High's creation every day. So it's a beautiful thing having a homestead. Wow, it must be lovely. I definitely plan on having a homestead in the future. You know, raise some animals while not and whatnot while I'm at it. No, absolutely. No, you could definitely do it, Ray. You could definitely do it. And when you do get that homestead, because I'm speaking in, you know, when, not if, you know, because I believe you can have your own homestead. But when you do get your own homestead, don't, you know, don't expect, you know, for people to help and do all this. And if they do, it's great. But understand that when you do get your own homestead and you get your land, you're gonna have to work it. You're gonna have to make sure the mission comes to pass. You're gonna have to make sure you show up every day for you. You see what I'm saying? I don't expect people to be like me. I put them in a category based on their character. I get better with like-minded people, never having to ask them for help. They just offer. Exactly. And surprisingly, that's when you get the most help, when you don't expect it from people. Now, there's nothing wrong with asking for help when you need help. Let's not confuse, you know, that and with what I'm saying. If you need help, by all means, ask for help. But because this is the thing, like, for instance, right? I got a huge family. I have a huge family, right? On my mother and my father's side. I got a lot of cousins, a lot of aunties, uncles, all of that. I got a lot of siblings. I got like, how many siblings I got? I got like 14, 15 siblings. I got a lot of siblings, right? And you know, when they see, you know, what I'm doing, they say, oh man, you know, I'm gonna come out there. You know, I'm gonna come help you, man. I'm gonna come do. If I held my breath on that, man, nothing will ever get done. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, yeah, it sounds good. And look, if you do come, because I've had family come up and help me a few times. But what I don't do is sit here and wait on that help without going out and doing what I have to do. Do your wife give you permission to start the stream? Did my wife? Yeah, she gave me permission. I don't need that. I don't have to ask for permission. Thank you for the motivation. Yeah, I learned to never really rely on others. No, absolutely. Never rely on others to the point to where it stifles you. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's a difference when you're a child and you have to depend on people. But when you become an adult, you literally don't have to depend on anybody or anything outside of God. But you don't have to rely on anybody. Whatever needs to be done, you can do it. If it's to do, I can do it. You see what I'm saying? As long as I'm able-bodied, I have breath in my body. And if you can't do it or you physically unable to do it, then pay somebody to do it. But never expect people to help and put in the same effort that you're going to put in. You have to show up every day for yourself. It's just that's just the way life goes. But even if you have to do it alone, still show up and make sure the mission gets completed. I don't care if it takes you a whole year to build out whatever you want to build out, or clear whatever land you want to clear, or, you know, just whatever your mind envisions for your homestead or your land. You know, just make sure that you show up every day, no matter how long it takes. And then when the help does come, appreciate the help and appreciate the people who are helping you. 14, wow, I have 15. I have 5 siblings, and I thought we were a big family. Yeah, but that 14 is mom and dad's side, so it's combined. My parents ain't together, so yeah, they got their own kids. So yeah, it is a lot though. 14 siblings is a lot, and I think it might be 15. It's a lot of us. If SHTF, they coming. Exactly. When things, you know, when things hit the fan and when stuff start going wrong, then they gonna want to come. Because they know you got the land, because they know you got the homestead, they know you got the animals, they know you got, you know, whatever it is, they know you got it. So when stuff hit the fan, of course they gonna come and then they gonna be ready to work, because they ain't got no choice, because they know if they want to survive, then this is what they have to do. But when life is all peaches and cream, ain't nobody really showing up. And that's just the hard truth that we have to come to understand and come to respect. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't have to like it. You don't have to like the truth for you to respect it. But just respect the fact that most of the times it's just gonna be you and your spouse and your kids. You see what I'm saying? I'm new to homesteading. It is truly a blessing. I never felt so free. We are so excited about, thankful for our daily life. Hey, congratulations, Eagle Eye Prepping, for taking that step to homestead. Because one thing, and look, this is another uncomfortable truth that I've had to come to terms with, because I want to see as many people as possible start farming, start homesteading, start growing their own food, start being self-sufficient. But it's not for everybody. That's just the truth. It's not for this lifestyle is not for everybody. So man, hats off to you, man. Congratulations for taking that step and homesteading and seeing the blessings in it. But what I'm gonna tell you is this: it's gonna get tough. It's going to get tough, but every step of the way is gonna be so fulfilling and rewarding, even in the tough times. So just remember to see the blessings when the times do get tough, because you're new to it. You see what I'm saying? And you say you never felt so free. Man, I'm telling you, like, it's an unexplainable sense of freedom that we get. Like, when Ray was just asking how is it to have a homestead, like, you can't even explain the freedom that you have. It's just, man, just waking up every morning and just looking out and saying, man, look at my orange tree right here, or look at my pear tree, or look at my garden, or look at my chickens, or look at my dogs, or look at my sheep, or, you know, it's just a sense of freedom. You see what I'm saying? And knowing that, hey, this is all mine. This is what God entrusted me to steward over. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to, you know, worry about a landlord coming and, you know, doing this. Man, I'm out here with nothing but space and opportunity. Never rely on anyone outside of God. Well said. No, absolutely, you can't. Hey, what's going on, Raymar Shepherd? Peace, family. But yeah, never rely on anybody outside of God. Like, if it's to get done, man, just do it. Just take the step. Just take the first step. And see, this is the thing, man. Like, when you learn how to become a self-starter, and when you learn how to say, you know what, man, hey, I ain't gonna wait on nobody help. I'm gonna just get out here and start doing it. When you do that, you challenge people to join in. You challenge people. You see what I'm saying? Just by your example. Your example speaks volumes. When people see you doing it by yourself, it makes them say, wait, hold on, let me step my game up. Let me go help this guy. Let me go help this girl. Let me go, you see what I'm saying? Let me go invest in this. Because obviously it's something they see in it, to the point to where they're willing to tackle this by themselves without anybody helping or anybody assisting. Let me go and help that person. You feel what I'm saying? And when you start having that mindset, you know what I'm saying? You develop a sense of gratitude for everything and everybody that even contributes a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you just contribute a little bit, that's still amazing. Thank you for that, because you didn't have to give me nothing. You could tell a lot about a person just in small actions they show. For example, I'm way over here across the pond, but I've been on about 95% of your lives because you add value, man. Hey, I appreciate that, the Nightway. Hey, and shout out to the Nightway, man, because he be on my lives in my Facebook group and our Set Apart Tribe. And our if y'all are not on our Set Apart Tribe, go over to Facebook. I'll leave a link in this description, but it's also on some of our previous videos. If you look in the description, the link is there. But go join our Set Apart Tribe. I be live in there more than I be live on YouTube. And I be giving out real good game in there. So y'all go check it out. But the Nightway, he be in there, man. He be supporting. And I appreciate that, brother, for real. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Oh, whole rooted and living. Thank you for joining the Facebook group. Looking for land. I've been nervous about racism and choosing the wrong cities. I'm glad you brought that up, whole and rooted living. Because of the simple fact of, it's either going to be next week or the week after. I have a video coming out about the best cities and states and areas to buy land for Black people specifically. You see what I'm saying? Because of that very issue that you just pointed out about racism. Because, and I'll just give y'all a little bit of mindset when you're looking for land, especially as a Black American. When you're looking for land in America, when you're looking up certain areas, look up the demographics, you know what I'm saying, of the population that you want to buy land in. So if you're looking in Alabama and you're looking at, you know, a small town in Alabama, Google, okay, what's the town name or the city name, Google that city and see the demographics. If you see that it's overwhelmingly not black, that might not be a good place for you to buy land at. And I'm not trying to make it about race for everybody else who's on this live, but it is a uncomfortable truth that there are certain places that black Americans still aren't welcome in 2025. It's just the truth. Where I live at here in South Georgia, I live in a small town, but it's like 40 to 45% black. So that's amazing, because at least you know, okay, I'm not going to be a huge minority in this population. But I'm coming out with a video with a map of everything and a list of the cities and states where it'll be best to buy land if you want to homestead as a black American. You're not asking people, or even me to tune in, yet you continue building your homestead whether one or two people show up. Exactly. Because one thing I learned, man, you got to give your all, whether one person show up, no person show up, 100 people show up, 1,000 people show up. Things still need to get done. Value still needs to be added. So why would I, and for lack of better term, excuse my language, why would I half-ass on what I put out because only one person is watching it, or I only get 10 views? I don't care if it's 10 views. See, it's not a, see, one thing we have to realize, especially too as content creators, videos, lives, you know, shorts, just content we put out, it might not always do what we wanted to do, but it'll do what it needs to do. If you put out a video and you put your all into that video and you put your all into that value that you're outputting, and just one person watches it and it benefits that one person, that piece of content did what it was supposed to do. It did what it was supposed to do. And your reward will come in other forms. Your reward will come. You just, because a lot of times we expect the reward to come from this very thing, because this is what we doing, this is what we put our energy in. But you might put your energy in this and the reward might come from way over here. So whether one person show up to my live, 10 people show up, or 0 people show up, I'm still gonna bring the same value. I'm not gonna half-ass. Watching from Barbados. Shout out to Barbados, Honest Beige, and shout out to Barbados. I also joined your Facebook group. I'll be watching it because I have at least 5K to put towards it for now, but we'll have more before the year is out. What are you referring to? I am Trans Productions. What you referring to as far as with the 5K? Are you talking about land? I'll head over there once this live is over. Yeah, I definitely. Oh, okay, release the map. Yes, I will release that map. I'm working on it now. But yeah, I will release that. Land, got you. Yeah, no, definitely, man. Start saving for land right now. Start putting towards it. That just shows that you're serious. So when you do get it, you're going to appreciate it. Because see, and this is another thing, and this ties into what I'm talking about. A lot of people, they hold their breath waiting on help from the government in the form of loans or grants or whatever the case may be to be able to finance buying land and getting a homestead. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to just put $10 aside from every check that I get, or I'm going to put $100 aside from every check that I get, and I'm going to, you know, stack up, and this is going to be my land fund. Instead of just waiting and saying, well, I put the application in for the grant, or I put the application in for the loan, and I'm just waiting on it to get approved. No, put the application in, but still put money to the side. Still go look for land and see, okay, well, how can I take on a side hustle? You see what I'm saying? How can I earn extra money so I can be able to put towards buying land, instead of just waiting for the help when the help may never come? And you done waited a year while your application in, and then when you get to the end of that year and it get denied, now you're still at ground zero. You ain't even made it past step 1. You don't got nothing put to the side because you were waiting and the mission didn't get fulfilled. Thanks so much. I would definitely be looking for that video. I looked at some places that were 40% black, but most of that demographic is in poverty and segregated in towns to a certain area. That's a great point. But still, even if that demographic is in poverty, because look, it's an uncomfortable fact. Most of our people as black Americans, most of our people live in well, I ain't gonna say most, but a lot of our people, a good deal of our people live in poverty. But you know, in that 40%, there's probably 1 to 5% that own land in that very area that are farming and homesteading. So, you know, because where I live is a high poverty population as well of black people, but still out of that 40 to 45%, I know a family personally. Matter of fact, go look up the video I did. It's more black farmers than you think. That's my most popular video, right? The Berry family, they live probably what, 4 miles from me, 5 miles from me. They own I want to say they own probably like over 100 acres, and they farm cattle and different things like that. They are a prominent black family in this area, and they own a lot of land. So whereas you got a huge population of the black people who live here where I live, they might be in poverty, but you still have a small percentage of people who are homesteading, who are prominent, who do have money. So I wouldn't just look at it like that. But if it's a high black population, that's a good sign. I am transportation say land. Yep. The Nightway says we will get those Katahdin sheep because of you. We appreciate the information. Most definitely, bro. Man, I am an advocate for Katahdin sheep. I love Katahdins, man. I will, and I got more videos coming, more stuff coming on Katahdins because we're about to get more Katahdins. Matter of fact, let me show y'all. I really don't want to walk over there because I feel like the live will cut out, but I'm gonna show y'all. I'm about to start a barn. I'm about to build my barn out. So let me show y'all real quick. So I have this carport. So I got 2 carports on my property. When I bought the property, they had 2 carports on it. And this carport, this is on the other side of the land, right? The jungle over here. I just cut it down, but it's like the gym. But I'm about to make this a barn with stalls, like a Katahdin breeding program. So let me, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm about to fence this whole area in. But this is the carport. It's just been sitting here. I ain't even done nothing with it, right? Haven't even done nothing with it. But as y'all can see, we already got like the wooden posts, and it's adjacent to my backyard. And guess what? It also has an outlet right there. I haven't tried it, but I'm pretty sure it works. But I'm going to build 8 stalls in here, and I'm going to fence this off. And this is where I'm going to focus my Katahdin breeding program right in here. So I'm about to convert that into a barn. But and that's another thing, you know what I'm saying? Waiting on help, waiting on people. It's like, man, you know what? I'm gonna just start building it out myself. I don't care if I have to start by myself and finish by myself. I'm gonna do it because it's like, if I hold my breath, I'd die waiting for people. But yeah, definitely Katahdins are the way to go. If anybody's watching this and you want to get into raising sheep, and look, I will advocate for sheep over goat. I know a lot of people, when they think homestead and they think goat, and there's nothing wrong with goats, but I advocate for sheep over goat because sheep, in my opinion, are less maintenance, they're less noisy, they're less troublesome than goats. Put y'all back on the tripod. So I advocate for sheep over goats. When it comes to sheep, I advocate for Katahdins. Yes, sir. I'm kind of skeptical of the land grants and loans from the government, though. Look at how some farmers are worse. And see, yeah, if y'all been paying attention to the news, and let me know if y'all want me to do videos reporting on a lot of these news stories in regard to farmers. Because I used to do that years back. I would report on some issues dealing with farmers, but I kind of stopped. So let me know if that's something that y'all would like to, if y'all would like to see. But anywho, yes, that is a very great point. A lot of, and see, a lot of these subsidies and government programs, look, I'm not knocking anything. But when you're dependent on that for your survival as a farm, as a homestead, as a business, anything, it's never a good thing. You see what I'm saying? Because you're at the mercy of the people that you're expecting something from. And I do not advocate for that. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you can get it, good, use it. But don't rely on it. Don't become dependent on it. Don't become dependent on anything outside of God and yourself and what you can do. What's going on, Marty? Castleberry Branch, what's going on? They say you still didn't get notified. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with that. If you could unclick the bell button and then click it again. Because I'm not sure, like, I did a poll on my community tab and I asked people were they getting notified, and half the people said no, half the people said yes. I don't know what's going on with that. Good point. Thanks for that wisdom. That's what we have to do. We can't find anybody who keeps their word. Exactly. I wish we could all gather together and just help each other like the Amish. And look, the Amish, man, I'm telling you, like, look, I got my Amish hat on too. I love the Amish people, but the Amish, man, they, first off, their workmanship is amazing. You see what I'm saying? Like, they use hand tools, real materials, all that good stuff. You see what I'm saying? But man, the Amish work so good together. I saw videos, it'd be like 30 of the Amish dudes, and they put up a whole house. They built a whole house. They built a whole barn. And they all coming together and doing it. I'm like, imagine a community of people where you got 5 grown men that you can call at any given moment to say, hey, I need help with this. Man, and y'all all do that for each other. It's all mutual. Man, that will, man, everybody homestead, everybody land to be built. You see what I'm saying? Because this is what a lot of people don't realize. Like, you know, you might want to have the tractor and all the equipment, but like, say you got a network of 5 to 10 people, and this brother over here got a tractor, this brother over here got woodworking material, machinery, this brother over here got, you know, X, Y, and Z, and all y'all got the different tools and materials and things that's needed. And y'all just bring all that together and say, hey, let me borrow your tractor. Hey, I need to use your woodworking machinery. Hey, I need to use your tools right here. Hey, I need to borrow this from you. And y'all all borrow from each other, and it's a network of people. Man, you can't, and that's what the Amish do. That's community. But sadly, the American culture does not value community. Yes, do that. Keep us updated if you see something on farming. Are you talking? Oh yeah, okay. You talking about the news story? Okay, most definitely, yeah. Because it's a lot of stuff going on with farmers, man, right now. You know, a lot of farmers in distress, and there's a lot of lessons to be learned about that. A lot of lessons to be learned, you know, just from other people's mistakes, and you know what I'm saying, what people have been used to. Because a lot of farmers they're facing bankruptcy. They're facing a lot of different problems because the crops that they're used to growing, it's affected by the political climate. And I'm not going to talk deep into that on this live, but it's affected by the political climate. And so they got a whole field of this crop, or a whole, you know, 20 acres of that crop, and they don't got nobody to sell it to. So they just letting it sit, or they selling it at a cheap price because they were so used to being subsidized and having that, you know what I'm saying, international market. But now it's been a strain put on it. I'm 31, but I'm self-taught, so I love more videos from you on that. I'm a new subscriber. Most definitely, yeah, more videos coming on that. Matter of fact, I'm about to flood y'all with content. If y'all not following our Facebook page, it's called Set Apart Gardens LLC. Go follow us on Facebook as well. We post videos on Facebook. I go live in there as well. But go follow us on that as well. And also, if you haven't joined the Set Apart Tribe, the free tier, go join that as well. But yeah, that's where the behind the scenes and all that stuff will be at. But yes, more videos definitely coming. My wife, she got some videos coming too from the garden, because she's starting some fall starts over there. Finding reliable sources is hard, and I love y'all's content. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's such a breath of fresh air to hear. You know what I'm saying? And then even with the content creation, man, if I would have waited on, you see what I'm saying? Like, if I would have waited on this or waited on that, man, I gotta wait. Nigga, my neighbor, he start shooting. If I gotta wait to get a good quality camera and all this, instead of just saying, man, let me pick up my phone and record some content, stop waiting and just start doing. Stop expecting and waiting and hoping and wishing, and start doing. Because when you start doing, things just naturally and magically fall into place. You see what I'm saying? Like, just miraculously, things will start to fall into place. There you go. Finance levels. I'll try that. Okay, yeah, most definitely, yeah, try that. But that's the thing, when you start moving, it's like God just blesses you out of nowhere with this and with that. When you take a leap of faith, God just blesses you, man, miraculously. It's just like miracles. So that's my advice. Just start. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait on nobody. If nobody shows up, you show up. If nobody show up, you show up. Look, you might want to be a content creator, right? You know, some of y'all on here might want to be a content creator. I don't care if you got 1 subscriber, still post those videos, still post that content. Even if that one person is just watching, even if it's just 10 people, 20 people, 50 people, 100 people, still show up every day. You go, I prep at 100. Yeah, no, absolutely. Still show up every day. Is that shooting bothering y'all? If so, let me know. Because I don't really mind it, but if it's bothering y'all, let me know. But, yeah, like, you can't wait, man. So that's one thing that I've been, like, for instance, right? I don't know if y'all saw, but, like, I got a whole bunch of wood for free, whole bunch of lumber, right? for free. My uncle, he called me like, hey, nephew, I got a whole bunch of wood for free. You know what I'm saying? Come get it. So, hey, next day, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I don't got a utility trailer, but I can rent one from Tractor Supply. I got a pickup truck, and I can rent a utility trailer from Tractor Supply. I go down, you know, I had to go down to Florida to get it 2 hours, but hey, still, this is, you know, $2,000 worth of wood, worth of lumber that I got. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, my uncle, he like, okay, I'm gonna help you build out whatever you need to build out. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so, you know what I'm saying? A week go by, I'm like, hey, what's up, Unc? He's like, oh, I got this going on, I got that going on. I'm like, okay, I know what I need to do. I just need to start. You see what I'm saying? And when I start, whenever he decides, you know what I'm saying, where he has the time to come, then he gonna come. But I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna do it. Because the longer you wait, the less you get done, and the more you have to catch up. You feel what I'm saying? But when you start it, then out of nowhere, it's like, oh, people see you doing this, people see you doing that, or just God see you doing it. He just sends you help. And that's what happens. Okay, so y'all good. Okay, cool. Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, you know, don't wait. Don't wait. You see what I'm saying? If you got the land right, if you got the money for the land, go buy it. If you got the money for this, go spend it. Things that you need, go spend it. Don't wait, because you might be waiting for this to come through or that to come through, and that don't never fall into place. And now you didn't go do what you needed to do. So now a year down the line, you looking back like, man, I should have did that when I had the chance to do it, when I had the resources to do it. Just do it. Stop waiting. Stop expecting things from people. Stop expecting things from external entities. Am I making sense, y'all? Am I making sense? Y'all hit the like button, man. Y'all hit the like button. And share this live if you think it'll benefit somebody. I'm just going through the chat real quick. But yeah, just start. I want to get out of Tennessee for real. I've been here my whole life and it feels less safe. Even areas I once wanted to purchase in here. No, hey, most definitely. I understand how that is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just outgrow what you're used to. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Take that leap of faith. Take that leap of faith. Most definitely. Don't wait. You know what I'm saying? For this person or that person or somebody's approval, just do it. But no, most definitely. I wish you blessing to that. Check my comment above for that Wi-Fi extender. Wait, what comment? Hold on, let me see. What comment you referring to tonight, Way? Or you talking to somebody else? Thanks for this encouragement. No, most definitely, it's needed. Look, I'm gonna be real with y'all, like, and I say this in my videos all the time. When I'm speaking of certain things and I'm giving free game, motivation, whatever you want to call it, encouragement, whatever, I'll really be speaking to myself. Thank you. My daddy bought me this hat. And in the South, I do call my dad daddy, so I don't even get on that. Not saying y'all is, but nah, my dad bought me this hat. But yeah, when I be speaking of things, man, and I just have a topic that come into my heart, because my inspiration for this topic on this live, I was watching a video on TikTok, and that's what the guy was saying. He was like, man, sometimes you gotta learn how to become a one-man team and just start and stop waiting for people. And over time, people see what you're doing and then they'll join in. But you gotta become a one-man team. And so that really hit me, and I'm like, man, I know that's gonna bless y'all. I know that's gonna bless y'all. See, man, I be thinking about y'all. How do you say your name? To Pains. Allen in my life, what's going on? I'm using the gig economy like Uber to save faster outside of my 9 to 5. No, that's great. Yeah, the gig economy is a big thing. It's a content creator I follow. I can't think of her name right now. I wish I could think of her name because I'll shout her out. But she's big into doing videos like that, as far as like Uber Eats and, you know, DoorDash, Grubhub, all that, you know, to earn side money. So most definitely, you should think of content creation as well. You know what I'm saying? You can do content creation around that, because like I was referring to the other content creator, she's blowing up on YouTube. She's doing very well. But yeah, man, as I think of topics and stuff, and as I get encouraged, I want to encourage y'all. And look, even if it's a tough message, man, a lot of times I be speaking to myself. You see what I'm saying? If it's something that it's a hard truth, I'm like, I need to hear this, but I know y'all need to hear it too. Trinice is how you say mine's, by the way. Oh, Trinice. Okay, Trinice. Gotcha. Because I was saying what? Trans? Oh, man, my bad. Trinice. Yeah, but yeah. So, man, just get out and start, man, and watch. I'm gonna tell you something. When you start making steps and getting motion and momentum in the areas that you know that you're supposed to be working in, like whether it's your purpose or whatever, when you start just making steps and when you just start moving, guess what? I'm telling you, God is gonna bless you. I'm telling you, things will just start randomly falling into place. You'll be like, whoa, hold on. How did I wasn't even expecting this. Like, you might get an unexpected check, or somebody might just unexpectedly bless you with something that you just so happen to need on the journey that you on, because you took that step and you started making strides. You see what I'm saying? And you stopped waiting on people and you just start doing what you needed to do. The help is just gonna miraculously just come out of nowhere, right? You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm telling you, it's really it's spiritual, man. It's a spiritual thing. Like, I don't like to use the word magic, but it's a spiritual thing, how stuff starts happening for people who actually start working and start just doing what's supposed to be done. Yes, sir, I receive it. Have you ever considered getting ducks? I've thought about it, but we don't eat duck. But I thought about raising ducks for a meat source for my dogs. So you know, I'll update y'all if I do decide to do that, but as of right now, probably not. But yeah, I thought about. As a matter of fact, fun fact, I used to raise chickens and turkeys and ducks and stuff when I was in high school. I've had ducks before growing up. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go to the feed store. My grandma would take me to the feed store, and I'll buy like little baby chickens, little chicks, and little baby ducks and turkeys and stuff. So I've had ducks before, but nah, I see a lot of people with ducks though. What's the benefits to them if you raise them? What's the benefits? Because I know they need water and stuff like that. But I thought it's crossed my mind. But yeah, when you start, like, and it's the thing, like, say for instance, you've been waiting on something or somebody or whatever to get some chickens or whatever. You see what I'm saying? When you finally decide to say, you know what, I'm gonna build the chicken coop, I'm gonna build the brooder or whatever, and I'm gonna just go get the chickens and buy the chickens. When you get those chickens, man, somebody might hit you up and say, hey man, I got this chicken coop, I don't need it no more. Come get it. You see what I'm saying? Or, hey man, I know somebody with some bags of chicken feed they giving away because they moving. Stuff like that starts to happen. Stuff like that starts to happen when you start to make moves. I have 3 Rhode Island Reds, learning so much, but they still aren't laying. How old are they? I used to have Rhode Island Reds. I'm thinking about getting some more, but I used to have Rhode Island Reds as well. They lay pretty good once they start laying. Once Rhode Island Reds start laying, they lay very, very good and very consistent. Like Rhode Island Reds, the Isa Browns, the Buff Orpington, those are all good layers. All good layers. Copper Morans are good layers. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, as they come into age, they'll start laying more. And also, what are you feeding? Because it could be their diet too. Like, the chickens need a good protein source. Look at my son, y'all. Chickens need a good protein source. So if they don't get enough protein in their diet or enough sunlight, they're not gonna really lay really good like that. I just like the eggs. They make a bigger mess than chickens. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna stay away from them. If they make a bigger mess than chickens, I'm gonna stay away from them. But yes, I've heard about their eggs and stuff. Their eggs are pretty big. But it's another good egg source that a lot of people sleep on? Turkeys. Usually when you see homesteaders, a lot of homesteaders focus more on like chickens and stuff like that, maybe quail. But turkeys, a lot of people, for some reason, they don't really deal with turkeys. But I actually like raising turkeys. But turkey eggs are huge too. They real big. Yeah, and they taste good. They taste real good. That's another good egg source to look into if you haven't already. They are like 6 months old, basic lane feed. Is it from Tractor Supply? The basic layer pellet from Tractor Supply? Tractor Supply? Because you may need to, I tried giving them corn and they didn't eat it. Yeah. Also give them some crushed up oyster shell. That'll help with the calcium and different things like that. Crushed up oyster shell. Also, I'll tell you another thing too. Go to your local, it could be your feed store, Walmart, wherever. Go and get some worms. Feed them some worms too. That's a good protein source for chickens. Also, the grubs, the little grubs and stuff, the black soldier fly larvae is what it's called. that's a good protein source for chickens as well. So try to mix that in with their feed, like the little, you know, the little larvae, the little grubs. Mix that in with their feed with some crushed oysters and see how they do. Yep, my local co-op, got you. Okay, yeah, see what they do. But yeah, man, that's all. You know, I just want to come on and just remind y'all of that. Sometimes you might just need to become a one-man team. You see what I'm saying? A one-woman team. You might just need to just do it by yourself for a little while, and God will send the help. God will send the help. You see what I'm saying? Things will start falling into place. You might not, and this the thing, you may be waiting on money. You might not even have, it may be the resources that's the problem. Go out and start. See, I'm gonna give y'all a real nugget. This is a real good nugget right here. This is something I learned early in my federal career as an employee, a federal employee. My first boss when I came into the government. You know, because we used to, when we would work, we would have to find certain documents to be able to reconcile, you know what I'm saying, what we had to reconcile. And so if I couldn't find a document, I would just tell her, I can't find it. You know, there's nothing we could do. She challenged me. She said, instead of thinking and saying to yourself, you can't find it, ask yourself, how can I find it? And so I'm going to challenge you to do the same thing. Whether it's, you know, people that you're waiting on, money that you're waiting on, time that you're waiting on, start asking yourself, how can I get what I need to get done, even though I'm lacking in this area, even though I don't have the help, even though I don't have the resources, even though I don't have the time? How can I get the time? How can I get the money? How can I get the help? Ask yourself, how can you? And something different happens in your brain, because your brain starts to work and it starts to think of different solutions and options. And as your brain starts to come up with these different answers, then you're able to, you know, go down each one of these options and say, okay, well, this is a way I could do it. That's a way I could do it. Okay, you know, if I don't have the help, okay, maybe I could pay somebody. Maybe I could, you know what I'm saying, do this or do that. Or, you know, let me look up some videos of how I can do it myself without the help. What tools can I buy that will, you know what I'm saying, circumvent me having to go and get, you know, the help? Or if I don't have as much as I need monetarily wise, how can I find discounted materials that I need? Okay, then you start thinking, well, I can do Marketplace, I can do Craigslist, I can see if there's any local auctions, I can drive around, see if people put anything on the side of the curb, wood that they're not using no more. Okay, I can go buy wooden pallet, or not buy, but I can go and get wooden pallets. Like for instance, where I live at, there's a local Lowe's, and you know, pretty much every day they have wooden pallets in the back. All you got to do is go, you know, to the shipping area and ask, hey, can I get these pallets? You can get the pallets. So that's a free wood source right there. See what I'm saying? But when you start thinking about how can you, then you'll start to get those answers. Like the dog kennel that I just built yesterday, all of that cattle panel that I put as the siding, I got all of that cattle panel for $20, no lie. And I still got more cattle panel. I didn't even use all of the cattle panel that I had. You know, usually when you get like a sheet of cattle panel, it's like $35, $40 per sheet. I got like at least 6-7 sheets for $20 because I was on Marketplace at the right place at the right time. You see what I'm saying? Because my brain was like, well, how can I start getting the materials? And then, you know what I'm saying, you know, on Marketplace, like my wife, she'll send me stuff in my inbox like, hey, did you see this? Did you see that? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with secondhand. Everything don't got to be brand new. But start thinking about how can you. You see what I'm saying? I know you might be waiting on this or waiting on that, waiting for the situation to get better, waiting for the time to get convenient to do it. Man, just start it. I don't care if it's raining outside, start. I don't care if it's cold, start. Too hot, start. Anyways, I don't care. Just do it. And when you start, guess what? When it's too hot, when you start, guess what? God will just send you a breeze. You know what I'm saying? Some shade will come. You see what I'm saying? If it's raining, when you start, guess what? You get out there, you start doing what you need to do. Guess what? It'll slack up a little bit. It'll be a little drizzle. You feel what I'm saying? And eventually it'll stop. But you gotta start. You gotta just get out there. But yeah, man, I'm gonna let y'all go. See if there's any more comments in the chat. Am I making sense though, chat? Does this make sense? Let me know if this makes sense. What's going on, Sunflower? Let me know if this making sense. Stay strong. What's going on, Linwood? What's going on, fam? Nah, most definitely, you got to stay strong. Okay, yeah, I'm making sense. Linwood said I'm making sense, so I'm making sense. But yeah, yeah, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me though, man. I'm gonna let y'all go. We right at 45 minutes. Look, I might go live Monday. Yes, it is very helpful. Look, share this live to somebody who you feel like a benefit from this. Share this live, man. Look, I got the set apart merch on right here. Yes, God will definitely multiply your efforts. Absolutely. He will multiply your efforts. I'm telling you, you just gotta trust in him and you just gotta put your head down and work. You gotta steward over what he has put inside of you. You have to get to work. You have to get to work on what he has put inside of you. And when you start working, he will meet you halfway. Matter of fact, he'll meet you more than halfway. God be with you too, brother. He will meet you more than halfway. That's the goodness of the creator that we serve. He will meet you more than halfway when he sees that you're trying. When he sees that you're putting in effort. When he sees that you're serious. And your faith is strong. He sees that. He's going to meet you more than halfway. But yeah, God bless you all, most definitely. But yeah, y'all go ahead, share this live, man. Tap that like button. If y'all can, go check out the last few videos we've dropped. For some reason, man, I guess y'all not getting the notifications or something, but my views have been dropping on the video that I'm putting out. And I'm thinking it's because people not getting the notifications. So y'all go check out the last few videos that I put out, man. Hype them up if you can, man. Your favorite video of mine, go hype it up. Go hype it up, man. Go hype it up. It helps the algorithm. Like them, share them, all that good stuff. And go check out our free Set Apart tribe in the Facebook group. I be going live in there more than in here. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go check that out as well. But I'm going to let y'all get back to y'all Friday. Appreciate you, Linwood. I'm going to let y'all get back to y'all Friday. I'm going to get back to mine. I got to feed these dogs. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Hold on. I close this side.